President Trump confirmed that Ilhan Omar must be deported to Somalia because of her involvement in the billion-dollar fraud scandal. There is $19 billion in Minnesota Somalia fraud. Fake Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a constant complainer who hates the USA, knows everything there is to know. She should be in jail or even worse punishment, sent back to Somalia. Considered one of the absolutely worst countries in the world. She could make Somalia great again. Damn. I would love that, actually.
MSGA.
I actually dislike Ilhan Omar and everything about her, personally. So I would like that. See what Trump had to say about it at the press conference.
Somalia is not even a country. They don't have anything that resembles a country. And if it is a country, it's considered just about the worst in the world. They come here and they become rich and they don't have a job. I was told that Ilhan Omar is worth $30 million. She never had a job. She's a crooked congressman.
Oh, he talked about her at the World Economic Forum.
The situation in Minnesota reminds us that the West cannot mass import foreign cultures which have failed to ever build a successful society of their own. I mean, we're taking people from Somalia, and Somalia is a failed, it's not a nation. Got no government, got no police, got no military, got no nothing. And then we have this fake congressperson who they just reported is worth $30 million. You believe this? Ilhan Omar, talking about the Constitution provides me. She comes from a country that's not a country, and she's telling us how to run America. Not going to get away with it much longer, let me tell you.
Man, is he wrong, though?
No, he's not wrong.
Is he wrong, though? We shouldn't be importing third world countries. I mean, they're not compatible with the West, and they come here, and we got to bend the rules for them and pay tax dollars for them to exploit our system. I mean, I don't really think he's wrong for what he said. I also don't think you should allow foreign people in the government. And I think given the fact that you allowed that to happen is why we're seeing the things we're seeing.
I feel like if you do
They've
that,
done that forever.
I feel like if you do that, they gotta be a certain type of generation in the U.S. I feel like.
What you mean?
They gotta at least be third or fourth generation Americans.
No, that ain't never gonna happen.
That's valid. That's a valid take.
But
Brock's right. That is never gonna happen. The same thing.
So she's under federal investigation. Kalshi is the largest prediction market in the U.S. and it lets you trade on the outcome of real-world events, including football, basketball, and thousands of other events. Instead of playing against the house, you're trading yes or no against your peers on event contracts similar to buying or selling stocks.
And Kalshi is the only place where you can legally trade on these kind of events in all 50 states. Trade on game outcomes, playoff chances, win totals, or player performances on a regulated market where you can cash out whenever you want.
Okay, guys, so for example, this is a trade I did last year on who will win the election. So look, I traded with $250 and I came out with $410, guys, off of Trump winning the election.
And you can bet on live sporting events like the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship games this weekend.
Sign up and you will get $10 when you deposit $100. Again, use the link in the description and the code FAMILY to get started today.
Oh yeah, the House Oversight Committee approved the investigation today.
Ooh.
Fox News alert, Ilhan Omar under investigation after racking up millions while she was in Congress. Senior national correspondent Kevin Cork has it. What's up, Kevin?
Good to see you, my friend. What's the old saying? Follow the money? Well, that's precisely what the House Oversight Committee is doing. They are probing squad member Ilhan Omar's skyrocketing family wealth, Jesse, especially in the wake of that $9 billion, some would argue $19 billion, Somali social services fraud scandal that exploded in her district in Minnesota. The Oversight Chair, James Comer, says his team's lawyers are exploring the extraordinary step of subpoenaing Omar's spouse over his curious business practices. Republicans want to know how the Somali-born Omar and her politically connected husband Tim Minette went from being nearly broke to being worth around $30 million in just a year, according to her 2024 disclosure forms. Quoting Comer now, there are a lot of questions as to how her husband accumulated so much wealth over the past 2 years. It's not possible. It's not. And he's a money guy. Minette and his partner, Will Haler, back in 2022, formed an investment firm, Jesse, named Rose Lake Capital. They had $42 in their bank account at the time, but in a year, up to $25 million, according to Omar's filing. By the way, he also has a wine business that went from next to nothing to millions on its books. Not surprisingly, associates were so perplexed about the irregularities, they brought information and attention to the feds to, look into it. Now, for her part, the Congresswoman has repeatedly, and I say defiantly, denied any wrongdoing while being also careful to criticize the ongoing probe. But, sometimes they say, Jesse, the ones who yell the loudest have the most to hide.
Well, innocent until proven guilty. I'm sure everything was perfectly legal. We're just checking to find out. Kevin, good to see you.
She married her brother to come here, allegedly.
So and then they got a divorce.
Yeah.
And then she got remarried.
She married a white supremacist.
Yeah, she says white men are the most dangerous thing in this country.
Well, how could they deport her if she's married to an American?
Because she's a naturalized citizen.
But if you're married to an American, you can stay.
You can denaturalize them.
But if you get married to an American, they can't deport you. I know that. That's what they tried to get married for.
They probably gonna send his ass too.
They're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way. Ilhan Omar married her full-blood brother to skirt U.S. immigration laws and bring him into the country. This is a documented allegation with years of unanswered questions.
Yeah,
These are the documents confirming she married her brother.
That's insane.
Told you she married him to come here.
Well, it says for him to come here, so she was already here.
Yeah.
So what made her get here?
Asylum seekers.
What's that group they defunded? USAID. That's how. Here's Ilhan Omar calling America's racist and calling America a racist country. Just 5 years, she swindled a net worth of $30 million in a racist country.
Despite all the...
She went from negative $65,000 net worth to $30 million.
And instead of us saying, here is A, B, and C, we're saying there is zero option. And if you ever think that you have a chance, we're going to treat you worse than a dog. One of our members said to me, if there were dogs in those cages, every single member of Congress would vote to make sure that all of these cages didn't exist anymore. So we live in a society and govern in a body that might value the life of a dog more than they value the life of a child who might not look like theirs. And that is completely sad.
I saw someone say you can get $2,000 to $3,000 and a free flight. There are no cages.
You see how she brought up the child?
And Obama, they said Obama had people in cages. Oh, and then great point that don't talk about with the Democrat Party about valuing the life of a child. Because we know they love abortion more than anyone else. They had, at that clinic we saw, what was it, Antifa? At Antifa clinics, they were, or at Antifa book fairs, they were teaching people how to do at-home abortions.
Huh?
Yeah, we did see that. They had like pamphlets.
They were teaching people how to do at-home abortions. That is how much these people value the life of children and babies.
This woman Ilhan Omar's net worth went up nearly $30 million. The question is how. Here's what we know. Omar's husband, a former political consultant, owns a venture capital firm based in Washington, D.C. and a winery in California. Take a look at these numbers. In 2023, Omar disclosed a maximum of $50,000 in assets at the winery. The next year, Dana, that number increased to $5 million. Meanwhile, her husband's company, Rose Lake Capital, reported a maximum of $1,000 in assets in 2023. The next year, it was $25 million. Despite that, Omar denied being a millionaire earlier this year, posting on X, quote, "I barely have thousands, let alone millions." House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer tells Fox News an investigation is underway, writing, quote, "The committee is working on addressing ethics concerns regarding Representative Omar and her spouse, and we hope to have an update soon." But Omar says she's being targeted.
Ever since I've gotten to Congress, they have been doing these sort of weird ethics investigations. None of them have yielded anything because I have been as transparent as I can be.
Of course, others see it differently. Elon Musk says Omar committed fraud, while President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "She should be in jail or even a worse punishment, sent back to Somalia." Omar authored the Meals Act in 2020, which loosened oversight on food programs during COVID. Federal prosecutors say one of those programs, Feeding Our Future, stole $250 million through fake meal sites. We did reach out to Omar as part of this story, but so far we have not heard back, Dana.
Okay, Nate Boy, thank you for that.
It's one thing to steal from a bank or from the government, But when you steal from giving meals to children, people who raise money to give food to hungry children, and you steal from them and then turn around and call the other side.
This woman Ilhan Omar's net worth went up.
Wrong. That's a deep level of hypocrisy.
I told you she advocated for the program to be put in place. I told you.
She stole $250 million worth of food meals.
Oh, yeah.
Set up fake meal websites.
Sites, like physical sites. We saw a video of her at one of the sites passing out food. We've seen it on this channel.
I just wonder if she gonna actually go to jail, because we really witnessed Donald
I
Trump
highly
get
doubt
a
it.
felony for
doubt
saying
it.
his property was worth more than it was supposed to be, and he got a felony for it. And she did all this and don't go to jail.
Yeah, she
that let me
should.
know some.
She should. I mean, if they have evidence, I'm sure that they will, but that's the key. Do they have evidence?
Tim Walz yells over a metal gate like a mental patient with a little bullhorn, implies the U.S. will torture people in America whether they protest or not, so people might as well protest.
He's inciting violence.
When has anyone ever been tortured for protesting? Please, someone give me an example.
Served on the China Commission in Congress, ironically enough as co-chair with Marco Rubio. We used to bring in Chinese political prisoners, and we would ask them, when we speak up and call out your government, is it bad? And they said, well, in the short run it's bad because they torture us. But if you don't speak up, they will torture us and forget about us. And the idea is right now is we have to be speaking up. We have to call it out. You are doing everything, and our neighbors are doing everything. And I can't stress enough on this. We're winning it because we're doing it with Minnesota grit, Minnesota humor, Minnesota decency. Oftentimes talk about this, and I know people are discussing this a lot. I spent a lot of time with John Lewis on nonviolent resistance. The resistance matters. We're not telling people to be silent, but we're not telling people to go out and cause problems. We're going to cause good trouble.
Yeah, this guy's a fool.
He's gonna cause good trouble while you sit behind a gate.
He's talking about, he's comparing the U.S. to China. There's no comparison to the U.S. and China whatsoever.
China won't allow this type of protesting.
They would not allow it. They would be freaking executing people.
Boy.
Like what?
They control how many children you can have. Let alone.
He's calling this good trouble. Really?
Has it been good? Was it good when people died? Was it good when people were getting harmed and pepper sprayed? Is that good?
I guess to him, they're in the right.
So Nick Shirley is in D.C. Wow, he's in a congressional hearing, and he is grilling them.
See what he had to say here.
We go to a daycare, and I'm instantly surprised by what we see. We arrived, and it was an industrialized building, and there was 2 daycares registered at that daycare, at that building. And the first thing I noticed is all the windows are blacked out, and there's no footprints in the snow of any children. There's no playgrounds or anything that would make it look like it's a child care. But above me, a sign read, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. But there was nobody there. The doorbell did not even work. And then we continued to go to other daycares, and we noticed the same pattern. No children, blacked out windows, and one daycare, a learning center, spelled Quality Learning Center instead of Quality Learning Center. They had received $1.9 million, yet with that $1.9 million, they could not even spell Leering right on their sign.
The fact that they received $1.9 million and they had the sign spelled wrong and changed it instantly the next day shows how much they were really doing daycare there.
I don't understand why they just like are so like defensive now. Oh, our community's under attack, Y'all been finessing, bruh.
No one's under attack. You're not under attack. ICE has been ICE forever. Now we uncovered fraud, and now that that's being caught. I mean, what was the expectation? Did you think that you would clearly? I mean, they thought that a lot of people were getting away, so I guess they thought they'd get away. But is it so now? It's inequality and it's what's the word?
Discrimination.
It's discriminatory to punish people for the crimes they commit. Wouldn't it be discriminatory not to, because you're getting special treatment? If you do that, if you're an American, if you do $1 million worth of fraud, getting arrested.
Yeah, pretty simple concept there.
He said California is worse than Minnesota, and we see how bad Minnesota is.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. They spent billions on homelessness, and it's increased. The problem, the addiction has increased. The crime has increased. It's like where's all that money going? It's being stolen. Like, California probably has the most fraud in the world.
Look, they didn't have enough enough money to have water go to the water hydrants.
They probably have the most fraud in the world. As much as people pay to live there, they should have no issues.
You know what I also think about? I remember during 2020, everybody was talking about the unemployment during California. I knew a lot of people that was saying sign up for it.
They probably have the most fraud in the world.
So he thinks, Nick thinks that everyone's in on it. Tim, Ilhan, I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised.
We're learning that this is not just a daycare problem. News Nation's Rich McHugh has reported on millions of dollars paid to assisted living facilities owned by a man under indictment in another money laundering scheme. So why do you think it is that Minnesota hasn't been able to limit the opportunities to defraud taxpayers of millions, if not billions of dollars?
Well, quite frankly, I think a lot of people are in on it. It's not a surprise that's been happening. I mean, like I said, Tim Walz has been talking about combating fraud since 2019. And so at that point, he's just been enabling it to happen. They've been writing the checks. The Department of Human Services has been writing the checks to these welfare programs. To these daycares, like Quality Learning Center had over 90 violations, yet they continue to keep writing checks to that daycare. And so they have simply been enabling this fraud to happen. And it really is just sad that it's been happening.
You wouldn't just allow it out of the kindness of your heart for those people. You would have to also be benefiting from it as well.
There's no way
knowing that it can risk your whole career and reputation.
There's absolutely zero chance that hundreds of millions of dollars, billions have been stolen, and the higher-ups didn't get a piece.
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm not transparent.
I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Get off. Hey! Don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
He maced her?
Don't touch my stuff again.
Oh my gosh. Dude maced the grandma.
She deserved it.
That's what you get for putting your hands on people.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
That's where I'll find out.
He literally did have to do that.
Oh my God.
Let's rewind it back.
She was charging him, bro. Why was she charging him?
And saying you're not transparent. She's a crazy old Karen liberal.
I understand that.
That's what they tell the Republicans. She thinks he's a part of the whole scheme or something. This is what these people think. I would have maced her ass too.
I'm not macing the old woman.
I guess, man. I don't know. He had to get her off. Bro, look what she's doing.
Though.
I'm not transparent.
You're not transparent.
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm not transparent.
I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Get off. Hey! Don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
Don't touch my stuff again.
He didn't have to do that,
Bro, what was he supposed to do? Arrest her then?
He didn't have to do that.
Well, you're literally charging the officer.
That's an officer?
Yes, no, it's not a regular guy. It's not a regular guy.
No, he just said Sergeant Pepper Spray.
Bro,
Sergeant Pepper.
He's not an officer.
I'm telling you.
That's pepper spray.
They're talking about Sergeant Pepper is the...
I know.
He's not an officer.
He's just a dude
is
with
an
pepper
officer.
spray. You could buy that at the gas station.
Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, I understand. She
is
was
an
wrong,
officer.
bro. Obviously, she was wrong. But if the old lady was doing that to me, I'm not gonna...
He is an officer.
He's not an officer, bro.
Bro, people do carry pepper spray.
People do all the time.
So why did she say you're not transparent?
I don't know. I don't know what led to this.
It's a freaking officer.
What led to this?
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm telling you, this officer.
I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Get off. Hey! Don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
Oh, maced her in the mouth too.
Don't touch my stuff again.
Damn.
I know that.
Nah, I mean, hey, man, you can't just charge people, bro. Like,
No,
come on.
definitely she was
look,
wrong.
I think he is an officer, bro.
Yeah.
I really do think he's an officer.
A nice officer.
Yes.
She shouldn't have did that, but I feel bad for her.
I don't see her running up to...
She's the old white liberal, man.
Talking about you're not transparent.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Ooh.
It's getting worse out here.
That black guy, he grabbed the gun. That's why they shot him.
It's definitely getting worse. Anyways, it's been a lot of cases that these ICE officers are just owning. I mean, completely owning these stupid liberals. Look what happened in this case.
They are not going up to white people asking for papers. They just aren't.
How do you know?
Because I've been watching the news. one that's being approached is a person of color.
And what's your news? TikTok? No. What's your news? TikTok?
International, local.
Bro, go get educated for real. You're worth something maybe if you go do something with your life.
Education, right? You gotta look at the factual basis, right? Look at the percentages of who illegals in this country are versus Latin American based or European based. That's your facts that you want to look at, right? If you want to throw color or, factuals in or race into this, right? I am a person of color, right?
So you're very two-faced right now.
Allegedly, right?
They are not going up to white people.
You're very two-faced right now.
That is bad, man.
White people tell
You
me
making $200K a year.
You're a person of color. You're being two-faced. You should care about other people of color because you're a person of color. That's
It
what she
always be
sounds like.
them people trying to tell you what you should think.
Oh man, they always tell you what to think.
They're getting owned every time.
I've been putting all the upgrades in the truck.
Do not break my fucking window. You guys got into the John is looking at is a black.
Get out of the fucking, get out of the car. Put the car in park, get out of the car. Put the car in park, get out of the car.
Virginia, TBN.
You know the Marine Corps veterans.
I don't care what you are.
Oh shit. She's trying to run.
I seen people get shot for less.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Get your ass.
You fucking do that fucking taser. Get the fuck out of the car right now. Get the fuck out of the car.
Yeah, they got out. They see they ain't playing.
What Ty say? The taser make you listen.
Yeah. I bet that crap hurts.
She heard that charge up. That's I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she seen that green beam on there. She immediately got up.
I hear that thing charging up. Hey,
why would you? Why, if you're a disabled veteran, why are you following around ICE? Why are you bothering ICE? You need to be at home
enjoying your VA.
I mean, these people are blocking roads. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is making people late to work. People are fed up.
See that family that got hit with a flashbang. Yeah, they had a black family actually in Minneapolis.
That's sad. They was out there?
They was driving home.
Yeah.
And they got hit with a flashbang in a crossfire.
See what y'all doing, bro? They was like, damn, man.
Now the protesters, this is ICE's fault. Well, no, it's your fault.
Check this out.
Swear to God, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro.
Boom, boom, boom. Meet. He don't stop them.
Meet. The fuck out of here. Meet. My fucking truck, bitch.
Mind you, I was a regular guy.
I guess you thought he was an ICE agent?
I wonder why she was trying to
a regular dude.
You think he was an ICE agent? What did she throw at his shit?
I think that was a guy.
That's a guy.
Yeah, no, he was wearing no girl ass like that.
He was pretty strong.
What did he think was going on with that truck? Like, why? What was the end goal there?
I don't know. They're just.
Oh yeah, this is one. They said this person had brain damage. They was pulling up to the brain facility and she went unconscious.
I want to move my car.
Look how they got her.
I am disabled. I have a brain injury.
Stay back.
Hispanic. I have a brain injury. Put me down.
Another one.
I was just trying to get to the doctor and I'm autistic. It takes me a
Yeah, that one. I don't know if that narrative was true, but they were saying that person has a brain damage and passed out. That's what I saw, y'all.
I mean,
could be a liberal post. They be lying.
Look, that's what they're saying in this case right here. Watch as a disabled man get arrested. But look what the disabled man was doing.
A man being arrested outside the ICE facility in Minneapolis. Authorities say the suspect.
Look, using his whole body to swing that cane.
How many times do we gotta teach you this,
All right,
old
bud,
man?
I see you got a cane. Let me not try to go so hard on
Is
you.
that a man? Are we sure that's a man? He got a ponytail.
Yeah. Well,
That's
a
a
man.
dude, bro. That's
Palestine
Transformer.
flag. All right, buddy. You're obstructing the arrest. Now you gotta go. It's simple,
Well,
guys.
if you knew how to wrestle or box, and you were you can't really throw punches. If you knew how to wrestle or do
Look, they didn't even do the disabled person that bad.
Yeah, they really didn't.
So I don't know if that last girl was disabled.
They're the ones trying to go conduct something. They're not going out there looking for them. So for them to go out of their way to get you like that, to take you out, you did something to provoke them most likely.
Yeah.
I don't think they just said her, get her.
There's been some crazy videos online.
Oh my gosh.
I got
6 cars in convoy behind me, so who knows what's about to happen here. Keep going, buddy. It's my home. Get out.
I would get pissed off. I might pop your tires.
That's
So it's a liberal just blocking the street?
No, they're not. No. This is a liberal just honking at them. They're following the ICE agents.
Oh.
Like, this is absolutely insane. I think they need to come out and just start popping the tires.
Well, that's destruction of property.
You shouldn't be able to follow the agents and things like that. You should be able to go and
They
protest and
followed
hold
me
your
here.
sign.
They know I live here.
Honking all over the city.
I won't do that. I'm following you. I have a constitutional right. I know you know where I live. I don't care. You go home. Where are you from? I know. I have a right to do this or I don't. If I don't, you should arrest me right now. And if I do,
That should be
stop
illegal.
doing this weird crap.
That should be illegal, bro.
He sounds like
it should be
pussy.
illegal to
White
be
liberals,
following
man.
them and stopping them from doing their job. That should be illegal.
These white liberals, man, they love putting on their capes.
Yeah, man, they're out there crying and all type of stuff.
No, this is interesting because it's like this woman is probably against child rapists being in the community, but here she is crying when a literal child rapist could be arrested.
They're out there crying.
Like she's acting like what? Like, I don't know. This is a mental psychosis. Seriously? Like what?
These people are insufferable.
That's why
These people got mental
I
health
can't spare
issues.
the old lady, man.
Nah, she shouldn't have got.
I can't spare the old lady.
I didn't even see that had anything to do with the ICE or anything, though.
But look, though.
What did this have to do with the ICE right here?
He's probably an agent, like he said.
Look.
If he was an ICE agent.
If you're looking for trouble,
You'll
9
find
times
it.
out of
You're
10,
gonna find
you're
it.
going to find it.
You're going to find
So
it.
don't just walk out of your car thinking you're going to walk up to someone, touching them without any repercussions.
I wouldn't do that.
No matter the age, the size, the color, nothing. Something's going to happen. These people are being nice. They're actually being nice by pepper spraying you. You can leave now, but you think you're going to touch an officer?
Hey!
What did you just say? I can't hear you.
I said,
no, you have to say it louder.
Whistles and horns.
Founded laws on immigration. Like, it's simple. Like, that's it. Like, we can't argue that.
History of immigration.
We do.
Both.
We do.
But again, I don't think you know all of the history of the immigration.
Because our country
and what's
doesn't
happened.
It's not about the history, it's about the laws. It's not about the history, it's about the laws. We are here to enforce.
When you go and detain people, show us everyone the judicial warrant, and then we'll be like, okay, show us an official
Why we gonna have to show you?
judicial warrant, and then have
we go in if
But
you have
don't
the
fucking take people out of their houses for no fucking reason and fucking beat them up.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Stupid-ass face mask on, that's why.
But you said something about a warrant, right?
Yeah, nah, but he I can't believe he's even giving them an explanation.
I would have just shot pepper spray. Them pepper spray guns, boom, pepper ball at them. How you like those apples?
I mean, these people are actually being super, super nice. I think they need to come out with something and say, hey, if you're out there,
Don't touch no ICE agent. Don't come around them.
it's wet out there. They need to bring the fire marshal and them out there. Just start wetting everybody up in the cold.
Or you know what they're going to say.
What?
This is what they used to do in the civil rights.
I mean, it's mostly white liberals out there. Black people are online saying, hey, y'all, we not for this crap.
Yeah, but there's
Some of them.
some of them.
Some of
It's
them.
probably more this with it than not. Sadly.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
In Chicago, everybody gotta get down. Everybody gotta get down because they shoot. Everybody down.
Man, chill out.
This is a football game?
These kids are running.
Oh my God.
They shooting. We can't have no fun in Chicago, man. No fun, man.
Yeah, bro.
This is terrible. I ought to throw a goddamn flag. This y'all neighborhood.
This ain't y'all neighborhood.
This might be over with, because I gotta figure this out.
It's at a football game.
Look how tore up that track is, man. So I just want you guys to look at the condition of that school. It's got a bunch of people in the community there trying to enjoy an event. And like, look at the condition of this track. So if this was a safe community and all these members of the community felt safe and could put money into the community, I'm sure this place would be a lot nicer. But you have knuckleheads and Neanderthals shooting, making the community unsafe, where children gotta run, everybody gotta duck and cover at a freaking football game. Everybody suffers. The innocent people suffer, the community suffers, and everything else around it suffers. So when y'all talk about, oh, these communities are that with all this violence and poverty is toe up, you got to realize that cycle of violence is keeping y'all in poverty.
Chicago,
and everybody's affected.
Chicago.
This is so crazy, bro.
So over the weekend, guys, 35 people were shot. 5 people just died in Chicago over the weekend. And people say they don't see what... They're saying that they don't see the violence that's in Chicago. Look what this guy said on Fox today.
I was in Chicago, D.C. earlier this year. I'm in Atlanta right now, and I've not yet stepped in one single pool of blood. So I'm not sure what America and what major city Luke is referencing, and I'm not sure, even when I'm in New York City, what he's referencing.
Are you kidding?
And so with that being said...
Wait a minute. Okay, so you haven't stepped... Whoa. So you haven't stepped in a pool of blood. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Neither have I, thank God. But a lot of New Yorkers have, and a lot of people in Chicago have. You have seen the crime rates, right? I mean, in Chicago alone, you want to talk about Chicago? 52 people shot this weekend alone. Last weekend, 26. 7 people killed. That's a pool of blood. That's 52 pools of blood. Maybe you didn't step in it, but I tell you, the crime rates and statistics are facts. Why are you saying that you haven't? I think that's irresponsible.
Wow, it's crazy because I bet out of the 52 of those people that died, majority, if not all, are probably black youth. And we got a black guy on TV denying the crime. Chicago has been the murder capital of the U.S. for 13 years straight. And you got black people on TV denying crime. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, so we got liberals outside of Chicago saying Donald Trump does not need to bring the National Guard to Chicago right now. I saw a couple pictures of, this 25-year-old young lady died in Chicago this weekend.
Wow.
Damn, life cut short.
Y'all just look at it's some crazy
Wrigley
stuff.
Field at the baseball field.
Bro, it was going crazy in Chicago this weekend.
Whoa.
It's been going crazy.
There appeared to have been some kind of large gathering overnight. Chicago police confirming that 5 people were shot near 36th Street and Cottage Grove. Officers responded to the area around 1 o'clock this morning, I should say. Police say while they were on scene, officers heard gunshots and moved to the area of gunfire. That's where officers, they say they found multiple victims. And
this is one function, guys. Just want to let y'all know. This is one party.
And moved to the area of gunfire. That's where officers, they say they found multiple victims, and several ambulances and paramedics were called to help those who were shot. The victims' ages range from 17 to 36 years old, and we're told the 17-year-old is in critical condition. Citizen app video from the scene shows a large police presence near Ellis Park as Chicago police investigated. Police say that there were 4 guns that were found in the area, and a person of interest was also taken in for questioning.
I want y'all to know something. Illinois has strict gun control laws. You need licenses. That's not stopping these heathens, these criminals from having guns. These teenagers are dying, being killed. We have a huge issue in America. Like, did y'all know that it was like 28% of Gen Z Americans were aborted? I want to know how much percent of people have died from violence.
You know what's
of teenagers?
You know what's the main killer for 30 and under?
In black people?
Yeah, for
Isn't
black
it?
males.
It's murder, isn't it?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's our number one
Hey, bro,
cause of death.
People, not just in Chicago.
That is crazy.
In the hood, period, say, if you make it to 20, you an OG.
That's insane. You want what's crazy? I had a frat brother from Chicago, actually my anchor on my line. He is actually a police officer in Chicago. He is in law enforcement. He is out there trying to stop this. He lives in a black community. I remember when we got to college, he said, where I'm from in Chicago, we don't fraternize with the white people. It's just us. And it's violent. I remember he used to be like, why are you always hanging out with them white people? I said, what you mean? The same as hanging out with you. He said, no, you like them more than us. All right, brother, calm down. He's from Chicago. That's how they act. So it's like, if y'all know that they don't even go into the white communities and the crime is bleeding into their communities and it's affecting our communities at the highest rate, how can y'all get on TV and be against this? How? Where's BLM? Do Black Lives really matter?
Hey, they had a protest right now. As we're speaking, they're having a protest in Chicago to not let Donald Trump bring the National Guard in. And you know who's front and center?
No federal troops in the city of Chicago. No militarized force in the city of Chicago.
35 people got shot, Brandon.
We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago. We're going to protect the humanity of every single person in the city of Chicago.
It's just crazy.
This is the same guy saying, we don't have resources. You spent billions of dollars and raised people's taxes for illegal immigrants. Maybe if you would have complied and spent that same money on crime reform and keeping people safe, we wouldn't be seeing all these murders.
Well,
we wouldn't be.
He said they need investments.
They over here fighting more for illegal immigrants in their city to be safe than they are for the tax-paying people that put them in position to be there and keeping them safe. And the lives, the black people that he swears so friendly and so great in his city, you're not caring about their lives. Their children are dying at the highest rate in the entire nation, in one of the biggest and greatest cities in America, and y'all deny this. There's literal video evidence of youth toting guns, talking about, we want to murder. We want murder.
I got a question.
What the hell?
I got a real question. Y'all really think the police gonna like fix this?
No. But I think
the National Guard will.
I think
you think the National Guard gonna fix it? I feel like they still gonna do it with the National Guard right there.
Hold on.
I truly
What happened in D.C.? D.C. had a higher crime rate than Chicago.
No,
but DC is more
per capita.
But look, DC more dense. It's Chicago. It's a little bit more room. They got a little. I feel like they still gonna probably find a way.
I think that is highly likely. I think that's highly likely they'll still commit crimes. But with the amped up police presence, with the federal troops behind them, I think that we can see a better force to combat this crime that we see. But they're trying to stop that. They're trying to say that this crime isn't a problem. There is too much crime in America, and there's too many Democrats that downplay the crime. Oh, the rates are down. Okay, but it's still happening at a high rate. The rate is down from 100%. What?
Listen to some of these Democrat politicians and government leaders. They try to tell you that crime is not surging in their localities. But if you look at Oakland, California is rated number 2, the most dangerous place in the United States. Boston, Massachusetts has seen a 67% increase in homicides year to date from last year to this year. In Chicago, a 78% increase in motor vehicle theft from 2021 to 2025.
Number 2 most dangerous city, Oakland, California, bankrupt and poverty-stricken Democrat leadership. Boston, Massachusetts, 70% increase in murder in the most moved from state in America. Democrat leadership. Chicago, 80% carjackings. 52 people shot, 35 shot over the week. 7 fatally over the weekend. Democrat leadership.
This is insane, bro.
Come on, man.
And why are they trying to push that the crime is going down? Like, what do you guys want?
The crime is, so they might have a 100% crime rate and it's down to 95. Technically reporting it is down.
Okay, they just want to show that under Democrat leadership it is going down.
Now when they say
they gave an argument to Trump then, because if the crime is down, they kind of like deported a lot of criminals. Wouldn't that like fall on saying Trump's doing what he's supposed to?
Yeah, I mean, but when they say crime is down, they're just saying it's down from what it was reported at years previous. That doesn't mean the crime is actually down or it's not happening. The reports of crime is down. If you read it, it says reported crimes, recorded crimes. Doesn't mean the crimes aren't happening.
What do you think the status of crime is at this point in Chicago? And what could the introduction of some federal presence do?
Look, trends are positive. Crime trends are going down. It's good news.
I just can't believe
going
50
down,
people,
y'all.
50 people could get shot and they say crime is down.
See, this is why they say trust the data, but they're probably manipulating data. They're probably doing things like classifying what they consider crime, what is considered a reported crime, because we are seeing real documentation from locals of crime. So just because the statistics say it's down doesn't mean it's not happening, guys. Like, don't fall for this stuff.
It is literally documentaries after documentaries on hoods in Chicago of black kids in the hood acting as literal terrorists, in my opinion.
I want y'all to go look up Chicago Hood documentary on YouTube. There's plenty you could choose from. It's scary stuff.
If they could make a comic book out of it, they should.
You want to know what's interesting? You want to know what's interesting? Crazy. They do have a comic book, Gotham. They living in Gotham.
Nah, bro. All the stories and the names they had of people that
it's a literal crazy story. Yeah,
there's so many crazy stories that entwine.
It's literally deeper than you guys like know. It gets super deep. Like it's literal serial killers out there, and they're protecting them. That's basically what's going on.
All this pop, pop, pop. They lit up on that side just like Christmas time coming. These cars were just lit up. They were all behind each other. All these shooting. I'm thinking the 4th of July.
All 7 people were shot and taken to the hospital in good condition. A few hours later, police say 3 men were shot in the Pilsen neighborhood. They were standing outside in the 1900 block of West 17th Street when someone came up and shot them all. 2 men were shot in the leg and are expected to be okay, but a 46-year-old man was struck multiple times in the body and died.
Only person shooting, caller says people have been shot.
These criminals need to have some sort of fear. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not for the troops being deployed to put fear in people, but if you're a law-abiding citizen, you shouldn't be afraid. But these criminals, they need something to fear. You got to deploy Batman at some point.
This shit is crazy.
Because they in Gotham.
Good evening, guys. Since Friday evening around 5 o'clock, there have been at least 21 shootings across the city, totaling about 36 victims, at least 5 of whom have died.
A series of shootings in the last 48 hours have left 5 people dead in Chicago. This as the Trump administration possibly prepares to send thousands of National Guard members to our city. Today, bullet holes still visible in vehicles along the 1900 block of West 17th Street in Pilsen, some even being driven with smashed glass. It's after a shooting around 1:30 this morning, in which police say 3 men in their 40s were hit. Residents say the 2 youngest of those victims, believed to be aged 41 and 43, were attending an outdoor party when someone approached with a gun and shot them both in the legs. The older victim, whom police say was 46, passed away. Locals say he was homeless and harmless, well known in the neighbourhood. Witnesses tell WGN he was shot in the head, execution style. Wow. Less than half an hour before all of this, 4 people were struck on the 2700 block of West Haddon Avenue in Humboldt Park. All were in their 20s and 30s and taken to various hospitals in good condition. And a separate incident earlier in the evening in Bronzeville saw 7 victims. It happened along the 3500 block of South State Street shortly after 11. Authorities believe it to be a drive-by shooting.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh.
You know what's crazy? Because they're shooting right now, there's going to be more shootings.
The people that pulled the trigger, were they black or white?
We already know. You don't even have
I ain't gonna lie, Chicago is easy. It's easy to guess.
Brandon Johnson, he's saying it's resources. And the guy that, I don't know if you watched the video.
Brandon Johnson spent the resources on illegals.
These black liberals would claim that it's resources, and it happens. Of course, crime happens in low poverty communities, obviously. But when you're in America, bro, I just don't give you an excuse, bro. Like these kids, and the thing is, if these kids were, and these people were doing something, even though violence is never the answer, if it was for money, then maybe we'll be like, we can make that argument. This shit is not for money. Well, this shit is sliding on your ops. If you're executing people at a party, if you're pulling up drive-by, that shit's not for. Drive-bys aren't for money. Let's leave that at that. Drive-bys are not for money. It is to kill someone and harm somebody. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Unless
this
they
shit's
get
not
paid
for money,
to do
guys.
It,
This is not for money.
Unless they getting paid to do it.
This is terrible.
That's the only thing.
I know. This is terrible. These people,
these
these innocent people that want to live in a city like Chicago are having to go through hell just to have a regular life out there. This is terrible.
Yeah, I would never want to raise a family here.
It's too much that could go wrong. Your child could die.
And then
at any moment, you could die.
What is the reason for these protests?
Bro, it's this anti-Trump bull. That's what it is. It's the anti-Trump
bull. It's the messenger,
bull.
bro. That's the problem, bro.
The
they
media,
mad at the messenger.
The media is telling people that Trump is releasing the troops, authoritarianism. Bro, people are dying. Why are we acting like people are not dying? The police need help. They're overwhelmed.
This is the problem.
Well, tonight on social media, President Trump posting a warning to Illinois as leaders here in Chicago are preparing for the unprecedented.
We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson vowing pushback against White House plans to send ICE agents or even National Guard troops into Chicago. Taking a page from Trump and signing this executive order, largely symbolic, requiring federal agents wear body cameras and uniforms and show their faces, declaring Chicago police will remain locally controlled.
We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops. This president continues to go well beyond the bounds of the Constitution.
Trump citing crime in Chicago, pointing to 6 homicides last weekend, even as killings are down about 30% this year. Writing on Truth Social, the weak and pathetic governor of Illinois just said he doesn't need help in preventing crime. He is crazy. He better straighten it out fast or we're coming.
They're just looking to invade the city of Chicago. This is a part of his plan to do something really nefarious, which is to interfere with elections in 2026. He wants to have troops on the ground.
The operation could be based out of North Chicago. Naval Station Great Lakes is set to host federal ICE and Homeland Security agents. It's unclear if the National Guard will join, and using the Guard for domestic crime could be unconstitutional.
He cannot use the National Guard to enforce immigration law because in order to federalize the National Guard, there has to be an insurrection or we must be under some kind of invasion or rebellion in order to justify that.
Well, Chicago officials say there is no emergency here. If the immigration raids were to start next week, they could coincide with the...
Man, I hate these people.
So did you hear what he said? The executive order is largely symbolic. It's bullshit. These people are getting hype for nothing. The crime in your city is a problem. Y'all talking about y'all don't want higher taxes, but he raised your taxes to pay for illegal immigration. How is this not a win across the board? If you cut out the illegal immigration in your city, not saying that all of those people are bad people. I'm not saying that at all. I don't believe that. I think a lot of these people are good people.
Yeah, they are.
But
they're not American, though.
They're not.
They're not American.
They're illegal.
Brandon Johnson,
and tax dollars have to go to fund them.
He needs to worry about Americans. These and predominantly your people. That you claim that you're for these people, right? You're for black people. Help black people then, bud. You know, he talking about these families will be ripped apart. Moms are being ripped apart from their kids dying.
Yeah.
In your city, bud. You're talking about families being ripped apart. You have nothing to do with these people. These people are illegals. You need to focus on the people that elected you that are American. You people keep trying to get illegal votes. That is the problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's why he said they're going to interfere with elections. Why would law-abiding citizens be interfered with? Why would ICE scare law-abiding citizens from voting? Exactly. They wouldn't, because ICE doesn't bother law-abiding American citizens. You know what? They won't even bother if you would call a crime-breaking American citizen because it's not their job. They're immigration customs enforcement. They're coming for illegal immigrants. And that's why Gavin Newsom and J.B. Pritzker both said ICE in the cities is going to interfere with elections. They don't want to lose their illegal voters. They're saying it directly to their face.
They are saying
also,
it.
somebody cooked J.B. Pritzker. Was on X, and they said, if it wasn't so violent in Chicago, why don't you just cancel your security detail, bud? They said he has like one of the biggest security details it is.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Come on, bro.
He doesn't live amongst the common folk. I bet he don't live within 50 miles of the crime.
Have he went to the south side of Chicago?
50 people got shot.
You think his fat billionaire ass is on the south side of Chicago
50.
in the slums?
Shit.
He probably got gold toilets like Trump.
And this is what's going on.
Keeping it 100.
Now.
Let's keep it 100.
In Chicago. This is what's going on today, guys.
Man.
Gosh, these people are so stupid.
Today.
This is the protest.
The white liberals.
All white liberals. I guarantee you, none of these people live near the crime.
You know what this is
They
like?
live on
He's racist.
You know, I've seen in cities like Chicago, the wealthy white liberals, their lives are so disconnected from where the crime is, and their vote is allowing this crime in their city to continue.
Because they probably want it to happen.
Bro, it's because the Democrats allow crime. They're soft on crime.
They want this to happen.
And they're taking tax dollars and giving it to things like illegals rather than these communities with no resources and they're letting this crime continue and get worse while they live in their nice neighborhoods that is so disconnected from the crime that will never touch them. They don't give a shit.
I don't even see no black people.
It is touching them.
It's touching some of them.
I just feel like they want
not at the same rate as black people and the people in them communities.
They want this to happen, bro. They want them to stay down there and let them,
This is the real race.
Let them have a sport.
These are all white people. I guarantee you none of these people live near where the crime is. I guarantee it. I've seen people in Chicago say the people of Chicago that are living in these crime-affected areas are not showing up to these protests. These are white liberals that live in gated suburban communities that watch the mainstream media and think that these black people are victims. They're hungry. They need resources. Oh, but they raised our taxes to pay for illegal immigration, billions of dollars, but we need resources. Hell out of here, man. I don't want to hear that crap.
Look, this is the one block, 36th, right? 36th and Cottage, right? Right next to the next block. Did these people spin on the next blocks? 37th State Street.
I'd like you to point out pools of blood on the sidewalk. I've never walked through a pool of blood. Fuck you, dude. Sorry. That pisses me off. But I'm sorry it is. Oh, just because I've never seen it, it's not happening. Come on now. Come on now.
This is just delusional, guys. If y'all don't see a problem with what's going on, man. Hey,
come on
Trump,
now. When they had the DNC in Chicago, they had to board up buildings.
This guy.
And deploy the SWAT teams.
Pool of blood. Come on, bro.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
This is sick, guys.
I really think these people want them to continue to do that, bro.
You know, that could be possible, bro.
And so they can have their non-profits, you know.
That could very much be possible because there's no way that you're this stupid, that you're oblivious to this, you know.
Like, it's on the internet. You see it. I feel like a lot of people can see it.
If a murder still has not happened in D.C., we look up in the stat. Like, I don't know what happened in D.C. over the weekend, but you know, if nothing happened over the weekend, guys, come on, man. We already can't say it because we've seen the stats. 10 days, nothing happened. But man, if nothing happens still today, tomorrow, then hey, how can you be mad at them wanting to deploy the National Guard? They're doing what's best for the citizens. This is what the president and these elected officials have to do. What's best for the citizens of America. Not illegals, not anybody else. We have to get these criminals off the street. Point blank, period.
Minnesota ranks the highest per capita for being a safe haven for transgender individuals in Minnesota. And can I just say, we can talk about economic growth and feeding children and growing the economy and creating jobs simultaneously with talking about everybody's human rights matters, and we shouldn't be demonizing that. You can do both.
Because let's be clear, this is life-affirming and life-saving healthcare. When our children tell us who they are, it is our job as grown-ups to listen and to believe them.
I am directly in front of the entrance to the school on Garfield Avenue and West 54th, right off of Lindale. Okay. And I have seen children leave the school with bandages on their arm. One child left with a bandage on his arm, raced to his mother for an embrace. It's clearly a very serious situation. We will not speculate on any details. What we know now is what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is an active police scene outside of the school. And I've seen 2 children leave with bandages on their arm. There's tons of concerned neighbors over here. I talked to one woman whose children did not go to this school, but she has a child who goes to Holy Angels. She says that this school, a lot of children go to high school at Holy Angels. It's a feeder school, and that she is just overcome with emotion seeing this happen in her neighborhood, her community, people she knows. It's a really emotional scene here for people who are looking on. I've seen very distraught looking people, potentially parents whose children attend this school. And I have seen police go in and out of the school here, again, at the entrance at West 54th and Garfield Avenue. at least a dozen ambulances blocking off the entire road, and just a very active scene and an emotional one for the parents and the families.
This is a trend. This is a trend of people attacking Christianity. Christianity has always been, throughout history, the most persecuted religion, and nothing has changed. And we as Christians got to stand up and we got to just start telling the truth. Like, the fact, okay, am I wrong, or was this a trans shooter? So now we're seeing a pattern of trans, woke, crazy, mentally ill people violently attacking Christian, like targeting Christian schools and churches. This is the highest level of evil. This is Satan at work.
Wasn't the shooter that tried to kill Trump was a trans?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Wasn't?
No, he's just a weirdo. You talking about Butler?
Butler? Nah, it wasn't. Nah.
But this is interesting because I'm not trying to paint that as like the fact that all transgender people are violent, but I think that this is something that should be highlighted as like there's a mental illness going on within this community, because this is a mass attack on children.
Yeah.
No mentally sane person will attack children or try to harm children. Children are innocent.
I have heard about a whole lot of hate that's being directed at our trans community.
This mother.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity.
Oh, wow.
We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids. All of us.
You see?
I've got to be honest. Well, this is not a time for this message. I mean, people have a right to be outraged. People have a right to be upset. I understand the underlying point. Like, they shouldn't be attacking all trans people because of the actions of a few. Sure. But people have a right to be upset. And if they want to call in some questions and want to know why we keep seeing these levels of violence from the trans community, I think that's a valid question. And I think there's some interestingness going on in Minnesota, because you guys are one of the states that pushes the trans ideology. You have gender affirming care. 10 upon 10 put some transgender person in charge of something in their state government. So I mean, I believe some of the blood is on the leadership's hands, because you guys are allowing this type of delusion to be applauded and acknowledged and validated. And obviously they're gonna feel vengeful and upset when the rest of the world doesn't feel that way, because a lot of people believe that this is a mental illness.
It is. It's 100% a mental illness. If you think that you are in the wrong body, you are the wrong gender, I'm sorry, but you are mentally ill. Transgender equals mentally ill. And when we affirm this and we do what he is doing, it just creates more opportunities for things like this to happen. This is why I keep saying that the world is becoming so much anti-Christian, anti-Western, and pushing all these evil things. And it's causing people to think in evil ways. It's causing evil actions. This is not okay at all. This mayor is a weak man. You need to stand up and say the truth. This shit is a problem. Kids are about to die. People are being shot.
Kids did die.
Kids died behind this trans shit now. And they're attacking Christianity. All of this. This is evil at the highest level. And I don't care what y'all say about me. I don't care about none of this. Trans equals mentally ill. Obviously, like Brandon says, yes, all of them are not violent. But there is a trend that there is some that are very violent, because clearly we know trans people make up a small percentage of the community. But we've seen several times now that they have gotten violent with people and they have shot up multiple things. So we have to call a spade when we see it. Just like how y'all say, oh, I've heard people on the left say we don't call white men who shoot up things terrorists. Well, why don't we call trans people who shoot up Christian schools evil terrorists as well?
Yeah, I think that was phenomenal what you just said. I agree.
You know, Minnesota was known for defunding their police.
Exactly.
Like, look what happened, bro.
That's where George Floyd happened?
Yes. So that's why I'm also wondering, like, this is a school. Why there was no police officer on the scene? I was told, you know, he had an AR, a pistol, and a shotgun at the scene.
So he was heavily armed. And this is Minnesota. This is a blue state. Don't they have gun laws there?
Yeah, man.
Don't they have strict gun laws there? So this is another thing that shows that strict gun laws are not going to stop these lunatics from causing harm. It's not gonna stop access to guns. Why? Because it's in our constitutional right to have guns. So limiting people's rights to guns is not gonna stop this type of stuff. But we need the mental illness in our country has gone unchecked for far too long.
Way too long. And we can't, like, we draw the line at, oh, what if another trans person's offended? Forget that, bro. What if people die because of the mental illness that y'all affirm every day? This is why I really think that there is an evil agenda here by the elites, that people wanted things like this to happen. That's why they push mental illness on people and affirm people like this. This is a problem. This is evil, and I will not stand for it, not one day.
Obviously, this guy's a weirdo. Long hair, thinks he's a woman. He's a freaking weirdo. And I saw an Urban Dictionary term. I'm not going to say it because it might get us in trouble on YouTube, and I'm not trying to get in trouble on YouTube, but it describes people like him as people who have pornography addictions and are stuck on the internet too long to where they start identifying with these female people and they start calling themselves trans. And that in itself is mental illness. It's too much people online. It's too much people having all these unchecked mental issues. Like, and these are the result of it. These are the people that we have to live amongst that are freaking boilers ready to blow at any moment. Like, it's crazy.
You know what's crazy? This person have left the manifesto.
I saw the 20-minute video.
What does it say?
Oh man,
what are the highlights of it?
It's crazy, bro. It's an 11-minute video. He had a YouTube channel where he was posting all type of stuff on there.
Oh my god,
bro,
it's crazy.
It's finna get crazy. Don't get mad,
actually, it's like he wrote in the manifesto about demonic possession. Yeah, that he was possessed by demons.
Yeah. Clearly.
Oh no, I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm gonna show you the excerpt. Like, it's a whole page where he depicted himself talking to like a demon. He drew it.
Yeah, he drew the demon.
And he wrote in like Russian.
Yeah, it was sickening, bro.
Pull it up.
This the video. This all of it's on this video right now.
This is 11-minute video though. Hold on.
I know.
Benny got tea. Benny got. I'm on Benny page. He got a bunch.
I just had to play the first couple of seconds real quick.
You can hear the demons.
I'm gonna kind of skip through.
I can't watch this, bro. I really can't.
Yeah, let's just go to the clips. Bro. So he wrote a note for his friends and family.
Hope you can read that. Fuck up.
I can't do this, bro. Get off this. This is.
I would also like.
I'm gonna show you the book, y'all. Hey, it get ugly out here.
I don't want to see it. I really don't, bro.
Bro, you gotta see the guns, bro.
No, I don't want to see it, bro.
You gotta see this, bro.
He was strapped.
He was tweaking, bro. We gotta show this, bro.
Rushing on the guns. Then it says pain and hate.
This shit is demonic, bro.
Those are armor-piercing rounds. Green tips is armor-piercing rounds. That's insane.
I'm the woker, baby.
Why so curious?
Okay, stop it. Just stop it, bro. Real shit. I'm not doing this no more.
This shit sound like the Joker, bro.
That's what he said. I'm the woker. Why so curious?
666.
That is a slur for Hispanic people.
All right, but get off this, bro. Real shit.
I'm just had to
Get
show
off this.
you,
We
bro.
seen it, bro. Get off.
I just
of it.
had to show, bro.
We see it, bro.
It get worse, bro.
This dude is a demon, evil demon. This is what happens when we affirm mentally ill people. I'm sorry, but at this point, you got to throw trans people in an asylum. At a certain point, it's looking like because it keeps happening.
Go to what I sent from Benny.
I don't care if y'all are offended by that shit. I really don't, bro. Y'all are attacking Christianity. I'm not standing for that, bro.
He had a mag
y'all
that
call me
said,
whatever y'all want, bro.
Kill Donald Trump, rip and tear. This is the demonic possession he wrote about. So it says,
oh my God.
Crow, who? When will this end? Help me. I don't want to help. Kill yourself, kill. This is a picture of him. He drew of himself talking in the mirror to a demon in the reflection.
Yeah, this is.
He was definitely full of demons. This is Satan's. This is Satan at work.
This is his YouTube channel. This is a video. Don't click on that.
This is Satan at work.
Yeah, this is.
Christianity is under attack.
You want to know one of the craziest things though? His mom worked at the school he shot up.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you are a Christian man out there and you watch this, and I this is why, like, I don't really like to bring politics and religion together, but it's like, how could you be for this when this keeps on happening and you call yourself a Christian? You are a coward because you're worried about what people say about you. I don't give a damn, bro.
Yeah, you
These
see
people.
this. He put Jesus
On a target.
On a target, bro.
Yeah.
It gets worse, bro. It was so demonic.
This is the highest level of demonic, bro.
Like
the highest level, bro.
Let me get off this. Some of this stuff you gotta get off of, man.
This is an attack on Christianity, bro.
This is awful. This is awful. I cannot get down with this stuff.
Real quick, let me ask Grok something. Okay, guys. So only 0.5 of the population, right, identifies as trans. But yet we have Nashville, trans shooter, Denver, trans shooter, Aberdeen, trans shooter, Colorado Springs, trans shooter, this situation, trans shooter. When are we gonna stop caring about what people might say? When are we gonna stop caring about people's feelings and identify that this shit is dangerous? This shit is clearly mentally ill. We have now 5 examples from 2018 to now of trans people, only 0.5% of the population, clearly mentally ill, committing mass violence. This is the highest level of evil. It is clear the trans shit is evil. Forgive my language. Forgive me if anyone is offended. Obviously, yes, like we've said over and over. I'm not going to keep saying it. Yes, not all. But clearly, a lot of them are extremely mentally ill and dangerous, and something needs to be done about this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. People are dying now because we are so worried about people's feelings and what the fuck people think. This shit is evil, bro, and I'm hot. I'm dead ass hot, bro.
And then my friend, he was like laying on top of me, like making sure I was safe, and he got hit. So that was really brave of him.
And you have a nick on your neck?
Yeah, that was, I don't even know what it's from. Kind of looks like debris or something.
But that came from during this?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You seem pretty put together here, but it's got to be tough.
Yeah, I'm just like confused.
This is a 5th grade student, 10 years old. Our children shouldn't have to go through this. We shouldn't have to go through this stuff. And I want you guys to know Minnesota legislation, their leadership, are some of the ones that advocate for these type of people. They advocate for these type of rights. And I would also like to point out the fact that you have to go through a background check to get guns in Minnesota. You have to go through all these checks, all these little loopholes, and this freaking psychopath still got guns. So keep all that safe gun law shit. It's not keeping us safer. Because crazy people are still getting guns.
I'm just confused. Where would the police at if this was close to downtown?
Hey, man.
Christian schools typically probably aren't as funded because they don't have tax dollars, so they probably don't get to have like police officers there as much. I remember when I went to a private Christian school, I never saw a police officer there, not once. Just being honest. Sad.
Man.
It's sickening. We need to,
this is infuriating.
The Lord will be back soon, y'all. This is evil. I'm not finna sit here and stand for this. I don't care. That mayor of Minnesota or whatever he was, he is a fucking pussy, a coward.